Have you ever thought if you could keep your youth forever? Look at Hollywood stars who never seem to get old, even as the years go by. For some, these faces are the result of cutting-edge surgeries and cosmetics. But what if there's something deeper and darker going on? Imagine that these celebrities not only seek fame and fortune, but are also exploiting an ancient and mysterious power to preserve their youthful and perfect appearances. Would legendary figures, such as the Anunnaki, be involved in this? The Anunnaki, mentioned in ancient civilizations such as the Sumerians, were described as divine beings, bearers of a science far beyond our comprehension. And now a startling theory begins to take shape. What if Hollywood stars were injecting Anunnaki genes in an attempt to steal the longevity and vigor of these ancient gods? How does this affect our perception of fame, beauty, and the very concept of eternal youth? In this video, we'll explore this shocking and mysterious theory in depth. Get ready because what you're about to discover could completely change the way you view celebrities and the secret they may be hiding. The Anunnaki, enigmatic beings described in ancient texts, have their roots in one of the oldest civilizations on Earth, Sumer. In records found on clay tablets, dating back thousands of years before Christ, the Anunnaki were seen as powerful gods, capable of controlling aspects of life and death, with in-depth knowledge about the cosmos and nature. But where did these impressive figures come from? Some theories suggest that they came from a distant planet known as Nibiru, lying beyond our current understanding of the solar system. This hypothesis of extraterrestrial origin began to gain traction among scholars of alternative theories and paranormal enthusiasts. According to these researchers, the Anunnaki were not mere mythological gods, but an advanced race of interplanetary beings who brought with them technologies that were incomprehensible by the standards of the time. Its powers, interpreted as magic by the ancient Sumerians, could actually be a form of advanced science, perhaps even the secret to achieving eternal life. And this is where Hollywood comes into the story. In search of maintaining their youth, the stars could have turned to these secrets of the Anunnaki. But after all, what did these ancient gods have that made them so special and sought after? As we explore the legacy of the Anunnaki, we will see that they are associated not only with knowledge about the creation of life, but also with genetic manipulation. Is it possible that the DNA of these divine beings contains a code that can defy time and the deterioration of the human body? For some stars, this search is more than just a curiosity. It is a doorway to something almost divine and impossible to obtain with modern methods alone. Hollywood is much more than an entertainment center. It is an industry where youth is one of the most valuable assets. We all know that for celebrities, especially those who have been in the spotlight for decades, maintaining a youthful appearance is essential for their career. This pressure to remain eternally young has created a real obsession in Hollywood. Botox, plastic surgery, extreme diets. Celebrities try everything to preserve their appearance, but some say there's an even more extreme line, a hidden secret that goes beyond conventional treatments. This fascination with youth, according to certain theories, would have led some celebrities to seek unusual methods, going beyond the limits of science and conventional surgeries. Is Hollywood hiding a new technique to delay aging, inspired by the knowledge of the Anunnaki? Let's imagine that a secret breakthrough has been developed, something beyond any known anti-aging technique, involving a rare genetic material or banned substances. In the search for the apex of eternal beauty, these stars could be adhering to obscure practices, inspired by mythologies and ancient knowledge. The obsession with youth is so intense that some stars are rumored to be undergoing genetic procedures that are not disclosed to the public. This idea, although it seems like something out of a science fiction movie, fits perfectly into the mentality of an industry that lives on appearance. Hollywood has always been at the forefront of innovations to preserve youth, but is it now exploiting ancient and dangerous secrets to keep its stars eternally young? The Anunnaki genes have become a modern legend, but do they really exist? Conspiracy theorists claim that the Anunnaki possessed advanced genetics, something that allowed them not only to survive the millennia, but also to maintain a vitality and youth that surpasses any human notion. According to some theories, the Anunnaki could even manipulate the human genetic code to grant greater longevity and vigor. This possibility, while seen as a fable by many, is intriguing enough to attract the attention of scientists and celebrities obsessed with eternal youth. One of the most controversial questions is, does modern science really have the ability to replicate or even inject genes from beings like the Anunnaki into humans? There are rumors about secret research in biotechnology that seeks to identify an ideal genetic sequence to prolong youth. Although this hypothesis seems impossible, there are those who say that some influential Hollywood personalities have already had access to experiments based on alleged fragments of Anunnaki DNA. Whether this genetic manipulation is real or just another theory is difficult to say, as concrete evidence is lacking. However, it is a fact that biotechnology has advanced rapidly in recent decades, and the search for youth knows no bounds. Is it possible that this technology was being hidden and restricted to a specific elite? If true, the Anunnaki genes could be the secret that allows some celebrities to defy aging and maintain vitality indefinitely, away from the public eye. The search for eternal youth has always been a topic of fascination for humanity. Since ancient times, people have looked for ways to stay young, and modern science has been dedicated to this mission with enthusiasm. In advanced laboratories around the world, scientists are trying to unlock the secrets of aging by analyzing how cells and genes deteriorate over time. Recent studies indicate that aging could theoretically be paused or slowed down with proper genetic manipulations, an idea that has fueled the dream of eternal youth for many celebrities. What if, among these experiments, there was a discovery that could actually slow or even reverse aging? For some, the answer lies in advanced genetic technologies, inspired by ancient records of civilizations that possibly possess knowledge about rejuvenation. Among these knowledges, the Anunnaki genes appear as a curious possibility. If the ancient Sumerians and their sacred texts mention the longevity of these gods, perhaps they have discovered something that still eludes us. And some stars willing to do anything to stay young could be funding or even participating in these secret researches. In the quest for eternal youth, some say that the most powerful celebrities have access to secret methods of genetic rejuvenation. This exclusive knowledge, kept away from the general public, would be why many Hollywood stars never seem to grow old. What once seemed like a distant fantasy is now becoming increasingly plausible as genetic science advances at a rapid pace. But how ethical or safe would these technologies be? And even more intriguing, would Hollywood be willing to defy any ethical or moral limits to achieve the dream of eternal youth? Nowadays, the obsession with genetics and DNA goes far beyond scientific laboratories and has invaded the popular imagination, especially among celebrities. Hollywood's most influential figures know that their looks are crucial to their success, and the pressure to stay eternally young has led many of them to seek out the most advanced and even hidden in biotechnology. However, while the general public focuses on cosmetics and superficial treatments, celebrities seem to have a deep interest in technologies and knowledge about ancient DNA, such as that of the Anunnaki. But what does it mean to worship the Anunnaki DNA? For some celebrities, this can be interpreted as a relentless search for rejuvenation techniques that go beyond conventional science. Experts say this fascination is linked to ancient legends about the longevity of the Sumerian gods, who were worshipped as beings with divine abilities and bearers of endless youth. It is possible that certain stars are willing to risk everything to acquire a portion of this ancestral power. Reports of obscure practices involving genetic manipulations and even private rejuvenation rituals are surrounded by mystery. But there are those who believe that, in the name of eternal youth, these celebrities would be able to draw on any source of knowledge, even those that refer to mythological figures. This idea is part of a cult of the power of DNA, an obsession with discovering the secret of immortality, something that fascinates from pharaohs to Hollywood stars. The cult of Anunnaki DNA seems to be a combination of faith, science, and ambition in the pursuit of the impossible dream of being eternally young. One of the most intriguing mysteries about the Anunnaki is the technology they supposedly possessed. In several Sumerian stories, these gods were described as masters of advanced knowledge, holders of tools and methods that would allow them to control complex aspects of life, from the manipulation of time to the cure of diseases. This lost knowledge, hidden in legends, inspires the boldest dreams of scientists and, especially, celebrities obsessed with longevity. But how would this knowledge actually be used today in Hollywood? For some, Anunnaki technology is something far beyond our current understanding, and certain Hollywood elites would have access to fragments of that knowledge. Such technologies are thought to involve the direct manipulation of human genes, something that could slow aging or even reverse the damage caused by time. What is said is that in secret facilities, far from the reach of the public, some celebrities would have undergone experiments where their cells were reprogrammed to rejuvenate. Is this just a bold theory, or is there more truth than we realize? Some scientists who study ancient mythologies believe that some of the Anunnaki technology, if it really existed, could contain advances that modern science is only now beginning to unravel. Attempts to replicate this knowledge would lead, according to these rumors, to a black market for genetic technology in which only the richest and most influential stars have access. And perhaps within the lavish walls of Hollywood mansions, this hidden technology is the real secret behind some celebrities' immortal youth. Over the years, we've seen several Hollywood celebrities go through drastic changes in their appearance. Some of these transformations are so impressive that even the most loyal fans begin to question, what's really going on? Many attribute these changes to plastic surgery, but there are those who argue that some transformations go beyond what any aesthetic procedure can offer. Are these visual metamorphoses the result of a special access to genetic manipulation in Anunnaki DNA? Imagine a famous actress who, upon reaching 50 years old, displays the wrinkle-free skin, energy, and vigor of a 30-year-old. For some critics, this miracle is the result of a science that is not revealed to the public. This hypothesis is based on the idea that Anunnaki genetics, if really present in rejuvenation treatments, would be able to operate substantial changes, manipulating the human organism in a way that transcends conventional medicine. This theory is made even more intriguing by observing that some celebrities who have undergone these transformations continue to refuse to talk about their beauty secrets. Those who believe in this theory claim that some mysterious transformations are not merely the result of expensive surgery or treatment, but rather an almost supernatural intervention. These celebrities would be using genetic reprogramming techniques inspired by the ancient Sumerian gods to alter their own biological essence and defy aging. Whether this is true or myth, few know for sure, but what is undeniable is that some transformations are so drastic that they make it clear that there is something more behind the eternally youthful appearance of certain stars. Traditional plastic surgery has evolved a lot over the past few decades, but for some Hollywood stars, conventional aesthetic treatments are no longer enough. In the underworld of rejuvenation theories, there is talk about a new and highly exclusive practice: genetic surgery. This procedure, according to rumors, goes far beyond a mere aesthetic intervention, being able to manipulate the DNA of celebrities, rewriting their own genetic structure to preserve youth. So-called elite genetic surgery would be available only to those with the right financial resources and contacts, allowing a select group of celebrities access to an almost unprecedented type of procedure where specific genetic sequences are altered to combat aging. This process involves extremely advanced techniques, which include gene editing to reverse the natural process of cellular aging, similar to the methods that the ancient Anunnaki gods possibly knew. The costs and risks involved in this type of procedure are very high, and few would dare to publicly expose any detail about such treatments. However, between rumors and secrets, rumors persist. Is this genetic surgery the real reason why certain celebrities do not seem to age, maintaining a youthful and healthy appearance that goes far beyond the known limits of aesthetic medicine? If these methods really exist, they are carefully kept secret, protected by confidentiality clauses and a lot of money. For the public, it only remains to speculate about what really happens behind the camera. Throughout history, various rituals and practices have been developed in different cultures to preserve youth. But what would happen if Hollywood was adopting a modern version of an ancient rejuvenation ritual, supposedly inherited from the Anunnaki? In theories that combine mysticism with science, it is believed that some rituals practiced by celebrities involve the manipulation of vital energies and even the use of techniques inspired by ancient civilizations to recharge the body. In some versions of this theory, these rituals are performed in private and reserved places, often involving doctors, scientists, and even experts in ancient mythologies. The practice of rejuvenation rituals is thought to have its roots in Sumerian traditions, where priests perform ceremonies to renew the vitality of high-status individuals. In the case of Hollywood stars, these rituals mix advanced technology with esoteric practices, creating a procedure that rejuvenates the body and mind. Fans and onlookers speculate that these ceremonies are so secret that their details are kept under absolute secrecy, restricted to a well-selected elite. Among the elements used would be rare minerals and substances supposedly coming from specific regions of the Middle East, places associated with the ancient Sumerians. While this may seem unlikely, the rejuvenation ritual is a centerpiece of a mystery that leaves many questioning. How far are celebrities able to go to defy the passage of time? When we think of celebrities who never seem to age, it is common to imagine that their secret lies in state-of-the-art aesthetic treatments and extremely restrictive diets. But what if there's something deeper, something almost forbidden, that keeps these celebrities always young? Several experts and theorists suggest that the true secret of eternal youth lies not only in conventional science, but in a special access to methods that involve the use of the DNA of the Anunnaki. The secret of celebrities is kept under confidentiality so strict that few people in the common circle can witness what really happens. Among the rumors are reports that some of these techniques include substances derived from secret genetic experiments, or even practices that defy scientific norms. These mysterious interventions seem to reflect a unique obsession of the stars to always stay young, as if aging is a flaw that the Hollywood elite simply cannot afford. While all of this seems highly speculative, the mystery continues to intrigue audiences. These celebrities refuse to age, keeping themselves in an almost supernaturally youthful form. This is the secret that Hollywood hides, a mix of advanced technologies, ancient methods, and an almost desperate desire to achieve immortality. A secret that remains far from the reach of most ordinary people and continues to fascinate the entire world. The idea that Hollywood figures may be exploring supernatural methods to maintain eternal youth is something that captivates audiences. There is a real attraction to mysticism among the famous, a fascination with legends, and the possibility that certain ancient secrets really can grant immortality. The supernatural has always been present in Hollywood, whether in movies, books, or the lifestyle of celebrities. But what about the belief in real, hidden, and profound powers? Among some celebrities, there are those who openly state their interest in mystical practices and ancient rituals, as a way to stay connected with the energy of youth. It would not be surprising, then, that this fascination with the supernatural leads some to explore myths such as that of the Anunnaki. The idea that these ancient gods possessed knowledge about longevity and rejuvenation finds an echo in Hollywood, where the boundaries of reality are often tested and surpassed. This interest in the supernatural is fueled by a relentless search for something beyond science and medicine. The fascination with occult forces sometimes leads these celebrities to seek guidance from mystical sources, such as spiritual advisors and experts in ancestral energies. For the stars, this parallel universe of the supernatural offers a chance to defy the inevitable passage of time, transforming the myth of the Anunnaki into a real hope of eternalizing youth and fame. What if Hollywood celebrities were involved in a secret pact, a hidden agreement that involves the pursuit of eternal youth? This idea, although it seems to come out of a fictional movie, is taken seriously by theorists who believe in secret societies and alliances that go beyond the limit of imagination. According to this theory, the occult pact involved in the preservation of youth would involve both a commitment to secret practices and a direct link to the knowledge of the Anunnaki. The occult pact, in the view of its theorists, is an alliance where the most powerful celebrities have access to resources and technologies that make them practically immortal. Such an agreement would include absolute silence clauses and a set of highly restricted practices and technologies that would allow these celebrities to defy aging. With the help of scientists and mystics, these celebrities would actually be participating in a secret society aimed at the preservation of youth, something that only the elites would have the privilege of knowing and experiencing. These occult pacts are not new to history, and some theorists point out that there are already records of similar agreements made in ancient civilizations, such as the Sumerians themselves. In the case of celebrities, this pact would have been renewed and adapted to modern times, but always based on ancient knowledge. This pact, or symbolic agreement, reflects the incessant search for a higher form of life, which combines technology and ancestral rituals. If such a pact really exists, it is carefully guarded by a select group of people who do everything to keep their secrets untouched. The fascination with eternal youth that we see in Hollywood doesn't just affect celebrities, but also exerts a powerful influence on society at large. We live in a time when standards of beauty and youth are exalted, and ordinary people are constantly bombarded with images of famous people who seem time-defying. But what is the impact of this obsession with eternal youth? The search for the secret of the Anunnaki, or even the attempt to replicate these supposed rituals and technologies, may be generating a new view on aging in modern society. For many, this celebrity influence results in intense pressure to achieve a perfect, youthful appearance, regardless of age. This fuels a booming aesthetic industry, ranging from cosmetics and diets to surgical treatments and questionable methods of rejuvenation. People of all ages and backgrounds seek ways to look younger, as if youth is the only path to happiness and acceptance. This cultural impact is reflected in an almost obsessive behavior for maintaining vitality, which raises questions about self-esteem, mental health, and social values. In addition, the idea of eternal youth explored by celebrities seems to create a division in which only the elite have access to these secrets, while the common public is left out, trying to achieve a practically unattainable ideal. Thus, at the same time that the search for youth becomes a symbol of status and privilege, it raises a profound debate. Are we increasingly willing to sacrifice our authenticity and well-being to pursue an artificial standard of beauty? The influence of celebrities and their relationship with this cult of youth, supposedly based on ancestral knowledge, such as that of the Anunnaki, brings a reflection on the impact of this ideal on our lives.